Good afternoon, Zelda Speedruns. MMR is finally back with some more action on Zelda Speedruns, but we're going to be starting things off with the Mystery Weekly. That's right, mystery settings are back. We got the other section versus Pojo Lone Wolf in the race room today. Commentating will be Fifth Whammy and Captain MD13, and Shelnor Roosevelt and myself will be tracking. Take it away, comms.
Hello there, folks.
Yeah. Hello there, everybody. It's a premiere of the, Season 3 candidate settings for Mystery right here on ZSR. I'm Fifth Whammy, here with Captain, and we're very happy to have you.
All right. And yeah, folks, we got something special for you as we debut our mystery settings. For starters, first off, we have the other section going up against Pojo Lone Wolf, already a match of the veterans. So perfect candidates to showcase the insanity that will soon be happening. We hope. Secondly, we do start off with 2 songs and 1 item.
Indeed. This is Mystery. If you're new to Mystery, we had a Mystery tournament last year. Mystery is a type of tournament where you don't know where the settings are, what the settings are until you play the seed. Now, there's, certain rules as to how the settings are constructed, but a lot of the fun is in figuring it out as you go. And, our runners today had experience in Mystery Season 2. Both of them made it to the bracket stage. I think won at least 1 match in brackets. So I'm expecting, great things from a section on the left and Pojo on the right. Well, you're going to have big man chat. One of the changes to Mystery this year is that FD Anywhere is always on. So if you find that FD, you can put it on and use it.
Nice. Watch that be our starting item.
It can be. And we're off. Good morning, Termina.
All right. Looks like we at least start with a sword and a shield. No transformation masks.
Yeah, I must admit I wasn't.
Hey, remember when I said starting
mask.
remember when I said about starting with big man? I don't call this trash on purpose.
Here's a big man to kick off our mystery restreams. FD Anywhere is on. Both runners taking advantage. That Clocktown Stray Fairy could be shuffled, but not today. Pojo trying to grab at his big man. Big man does not swim. It's at least not in the laundry pool. It's beneath him there.
I saw 3 colored songs. We have, that's probably Lullaby Intro. So we have New Wave and Elegy.
Oh, we don't have an Upon a Start. That's rare this season. But 2 dungeons available once you find the items to get there. And our runners are dashing around trying to figure out what's shoveled in the seed. If you were looking closely, you might have seen a sparkling crate in the laundry pool. One neat new feature of MMR 2.0 is the minor item sparkle, which will cause certain containers to get sparkles if they're shoveled.
We have got Overworld Blues, which just gave section Priority Mail and Captain's Hat and Fire Arrows in the Termina Fountains.
Wow. Fire Arrows already. And a Captain's Hat. Generous early.
Things are going by so fast. We saw a Blast Mask in Termina Field. Ocean Spider House items are way of the hero.
That's a region you're not going to see in Standard.
What was that? I'm pretty sure a random sound effect just popped up.
Yeah, Romani Ranch Foolish. You really don't see that in Mystery that often.
So Ocean Spider House items, I believe that means we've got shuffled skull tokens.
It could. It very well could. It's not a guarantee because we've
Alright.
got some hit spots in there. We've got some pots in there.
Smithy 2 is a dead
Southern
Bremen's
Swamp
Mask.
Foolish. Yeah, Goron Ray's
Hey.
dead.
Hey, did you think North Clocktown's Way of the Hero? Both the hints are right here.
Yeah, neither one are heading to visit North yet. They're going to be motivated to do that now. Section went to the Gorman brothers, not the race, because we don't have a Pana, but to check the price of milk. And the price is off, and I'm not even sure it was milk for sale. It might have been a piece of heart.
Admittedly, I did not catch it. Yeah, like I said, folks, we got a lot to unpack here. Oh, there's, is that a Pona or Lullaby? It's Lullaby. Well, we already have like 3 Well, that's 3 dungeon songs already.
All right, Mountain Smithy Day 2 dead. The random
We
prices.
have... Yeah, that's a price shuffle, all right.
So song shuffle, price shuffle, or price randomization. Yeah, that's probably going to be a Waff Lullaby. Yeah, you need it to finish the game. That is definitely Waff.
All right, what do we have here in the fairy reward? Great spin. You'll love to see that, especially when you start with Big Man.
Yeah, and a neat quirk of the Transformation Fairy is that FD counts.
Now, we would also like to remind the audience that because we have Song Sanity... Oh, a Notebook Shuffle. Okay, well...
Yeah, Notebook Shuffle. I'm not sure if it's just meeting the NPCs or if it's every notebook entry. It could be either one.
But as I was saying, because we have Song Sanity, the song itself can just be the end of the Wath chain.
Notice that our grottos, too, are different from what they usually are. We go into Bible Grotto, and it turns out to be generic. So, grottos themselves can be shuffled in MMR 2.0.
Oh,
and
no.
Take advantage of that. Oh, yes, Captain.
All right, so that early Captain's Hat is really nice, though. That gives us a couple of more checks, a lot more checks, actually, in Graveyard.
It does. We're going to get... we have Overlord Blues on, so there's going to be a red check in the Graveyard.
Oh, yeah,
it.
because it works progressively, right? Like, if the blues are shuffled, the reds are guaranteed shuffled.
That's right. It gives everybody just a little bit less to keep track of. Because heaven knows Mystery has plenty of that already.
All right, and Section is going to skip ahead to Room Key.
Oh. That's
right.
a bow on Res Mix-Up.
A bow with fire arrows already in tow is great. If we could get some magic, that would be great backup north access. Oh, wait, we have Blast Mask. We already have north access.
Yeah, Blast Mask is a little more helpful than usual because we've got a couple grottos that you need it for, and grottos are shuffled.
True.
Poachers found the Hot Spring Water Grotto. That's a good one to keep an eye on.
Ooh, right at Deku Playground. So yeah, perfectly free hot spring water this seed. I am not going to remember that going into the tournament.
Well, it is our first restream. Everybody's getting some practice in, including our volunteer team.
Ooh, the mayor's, looks like the mayor's notebook entry was a wallet. Which, I mean, given that Tingle is selling extremely expensive pieces of heart or blue rupees right now, we probably should hold on to that.
Yeah, blue rupee for 185. I think that's Toto, right? The name of the Zora in the office?
Yep.
That looks like a bow.
It was another bow. So yeah, 2 free bows this seed. Oh, what was that? I didn't see it when Pocho picked it up. Okay, we don't have hit spots at least.
Special.
It was a notebook entry. And in the East Clocktown chest, we have a lens.
Ah. We just need to find magic, and we're going to be able to do a lot.
Yeah, magic is kind of gatekeeping a lot at the moment. What have we found? We found Lullaby in North Clocktown so far, right?
We did, yes.
Yeah. So that could just be straight up Wath. We're going to get an immediate Bank 1 check from the other section. Greg.
Huh.
Which, actually, because we have Price Shuffle, getting wallets also immediately fills your rupees.
Yeah, that's an act of kindness from the mystery designer, because the randomized prices tend to be a lot higher on average. Be sure to thank the mystery designer for that if you meet him.
Oh, yes. All right, so Section is going to go ahead and get the 3 freestanding red rupees in the laundry pool, which are shuffled here to give us Goron Mask, a piece of heart, and a red rupee.
Those 3 red rupees are a very important stop when you've got overworld rupees on. Good to see Section remembering them and picking them up. Goron Mask does not swim in the laundry pool either.
And to answer question, chat, I do believe we have Royal Wallet because we have a Price Shuffle.
We do. We do. In
so
fact,
there is
mystery this year. We'll actually put Roller Wallet in the pool all the time.
Ah, so much the better.
Yeah, there's been some little tweaks here and there.
Yeah, definitely going to have to catch up on the settings doc next chance I get.
It is a little shorter than last year's page-wise. Just a little.
Nonetheless. But yeah, so far we have a very interesting start here. Like, we have North Access right away. We have Goron Mask for said North Access. We have free hot spring water as well, so we can do Smithy 1 right away. All right, folks, it's pizza time.
All right, treasure chest game. Nothing special there. We don't have full shop sanity.
Yeah, it looks like it's at the very least just standard shops at the moment. Oh, other section doing the thing. Because, yeah, this will give us Jim's entry, if done correctly, but...
Yeah, a green rupee on the bank. Interesting find, because you don't see a lot of green rupees entering the pool.
So yeah, it looks like hit spots are not enabled.
Yeah, they're coming from somewhere, but it's not hit spots.
Could be crates.
I think there's a couple in crates.
All right, pizza time again. Did they get around to fixing the issue with music causing crashes? Because I know that was an issue last tournament.
I believe it's most prominent in seeds that use patch files instead of just doing it from the generator.
I see.
I think Ratafi's case was direct from the generator, so I know there's been progress on ferreting it out. Not sure it's hard confirmed to be fixed. All right, well, we're hearing from Wervo. As far as I know, it's fixed, yes. So I'm going to believe that.
Well, right now, it looks like both of our runners are going to be sticking to their Clocktown openers here for the time being. I mean, really, we've already found so much in here. You might as well, don't fix what ain't broken.
Yeah, and notebook entries tends to be a big source of motivation to stick around in Clocktown a little longer.
Now,
the seed is giving us plenty of reasons to go elsewhere.
Let me write that down. Goron Race is a dead Bremen. Which makes sense, because Romani Ranch is foolish. Thanks, game!
Yeah, cows can be shuffled. There's a bit of a quirk in MMR at the moment where cows and shuffled grottos can be broken if they end up in the Twin Islands ice. So
Noted.
Mystery won't combine grotto shuffle and cow shuffle right now. But if that can be fixed
Okay.
before the tournament, I'd love to.
Okay. So if it's grottos, they'll never be cows, and vice versa. Noted.
Yep.
Is that the song that's playing in the caves that I'm hearing like?
Let's see. I'm trying to turn up. I can barely hear it.
Seahorses is a skull token, so yeah, we've got token shuffle.
Yeah, that confirms blue token shuffle. We suspected it already with the Ocean Splatterhouse items WAF, but
Ooh.
yeah, Hookshot, a definite item of interest for our runners.
Double defense, you love to see it. 2 Dodongos giving 2 Ds.
Yeah, FD actually a bit unwieldy in a Dodongo's fight, but Pojo only takes 1 hit.
Funnily enough, it's our most powerful. Funnily enough, it's our most powerful weapon at the moment.
It's a big sword for a big man. You love to see it. And is that Chateau Romani in the tree?
It was either Chateau Romani or we just spilt a ton of milk all over Termina Field.
And
Right.
Deku Playground is up where the business scrub used to be.
Okay. So Larry's moved.
Yeah, Larry's tricky because you've got to do observatory. Get him to fly in there before...
Wait, so that's that? Oh yeah, Overworld Reds. That checks.
Yep, those are red rupees in the tree. They're somewhat popular stop to farm money in traditional seeds, but in Mystery, they can be something completely different.
And I presume we have Garo hints as well, right?
We do have Garo hints.
Okay, so the song wall is not shuffled.
Yeah, Song Wall is kept out of Mystery. It's a lot of rupees at a lot of times.
Fair
It's
enough.
still safe to get money if you need it. And there's P-Hat living in Punch Rock. Pojo's just going to save it for later.
All right, so we have Out of Logic Icona here, because this is out of play until we get a Pona song. Ooh, Road to Swamp apparently has our Garo mask, by the way.
Ah, yes, Mystery does offer some extra text hints, and that's one of the more popular ones. The Ghost and Road to Icon, and we'll tell you the region of Garo's mask. Yeah, the Gways were part of them in Season 2, but they're gone for Season 3. There are some bugs that can happen if you combine Terminate Field Gwei with FD, and Mystery does love its FD.
So in Day 1 Grave, or was that Day 1 or 2? Day 2 Grave has a Romani's mask. So we are going to see Pojo take a look. Because, yeah, we have explosives. We can check the whole place out.
Yeah, with a shuffled Chateau Romani, just in its liquid form, no bottle, that might be a hint that the milk bar shop may be having something for us.
So, how are the shops categorized? Is it like late shops, or is it like specific shops?
Yeah, there's 2 options. There's late shops, which is just Goron shop, Zora shop, milk bar, and then all the shops.
Okay, yeah, because right now I'm thinking it's late shops at the moment.
Yeah, late shops is the more common of the 2. And that chateau on the tree was awfully suspicious.
Oh, what was that?
It looked like a shield. A hero shield.
It was insanely purple.
Yeah, one change to the mystery this year is that if you do get Shop Shuffle, the base song checks are junked. So actually no need to check the Day 1 grave.
Chat was saying possibly a Poe in a bottle.
I'm not sure a Poe in a bottle would be shuffled.
Oh, chat's confirming it was a shield. Looks like the Big Bomb Bag is a heart piece. Because I'm pretty sure we didn't save Grandma.
And talking to Curio Shop Guy gives you a stone mask.
Ooh, that's nice to get before having to dive south or Fortress.
Right, trying to navigate back.
All right, and we're gonna learn that the keg can be found in Stone Tower Temple.
Ooh, that's a deep keg.
Not that it really matters because Romani Ranch is foolish, but
yeah, the only way we're seeing that come into play is for Keg Castle, and having to go into Stone Tower Temple for Keg Castle is one heck of a route. Yeah, so 3 dungeon songs, but no Epona. What Pojo is doing is technically out of logic right now without Epona to get over the fence.
oh yeah, that's right. We got that Moon's Tier a while back.
Yeah, and I'm not sure we've seen a turn-in.
This is something. Oh yeah, this is Romani Mask. It's already been hinted. That looked like a Gilded on Stumpy question mark?
It might be. We don't have an easy way up there yet. Or even a difficult way up there.
It was gilded, all right. Okay, chat, gonna need you to answer something. Who is Senor Pelo? Because that's apparently the name of the song that starts with,
Senor Pelo. I haven't heard that one.
Sounds like, I'm sorry, I couldn't resist. It sounds like a Pizza Tower joke.
I'm not sure Pizza Tower had anybody called Senor Pelo, but it's been a while since I've played it.
All right, so it is late shops because there is a shuffled bartender.
And not sure there was anything of great interest, though.
Interestingly, Section is going for Bank 2 here. Because, yeah, it's not Blitz. Bank 2 is not junked.
Let's see.
Do we start with Oath? We do not.
Yeah, Oath is actually the one song we can't start with. There was experiments with it in one of the other pre-release mystery versions. What I ended up finding was that dungeons tended to be a lot later in the seeds I ran, so Oath's been swapped out for a random dungeon song to help with that.
Snowhead Temple is Wath. We do have Lullaby. The only thing that's keeping us out of that entrance is magic.
Well, is it though? We do have FD, and FD can logically jump over the gaps in Path to Snowhead.
Never mind. Midnight Meeting is dead.
Yeah. Yeah, Dungeon Shuffle is still possible. And more common than last year.
All right, looks like Hugo just had a red rupee on his forehead. Head on, applied directly to the forehead.
Yeah, we see Pojo making a North play. Section visiting range for the hints.
And yeah, we're going to see Bank 2 here. Is it good? Nope.
Piece of heart. Just a Gossip Grotto and Zoe Grotto.
Actually, are Gossip Stones a potential check? Because we do have Goron and Lullaby. We could check it.
Gossip Stones are junk this year.
They are junk this year. Okay. Mountain
And,
Tingle gives
yeah.
us a Picto Box there. That could do us... actually, it can't do us any favors in Swamp because Swamp's foolish. So it's useless for the
right.
Tingle. It's useless for the Tingle photo, or it could be still used to check mundane rewards anyway, but...
Yeah, I mean, mundanes may still be on. There are other mundanes, but
And
we don't have
seahorses...
confirmation yet.
And apparently... And yeah, seahorses are dead too, so yeah, that's basically a useless pictograph box. Ooh, beads.
Magic bean for sale. We do have that gilded on Stumpy.
It's in Logic, too. We just need a bottle or Song of Storms.
Oh, and chat, by the way, the minimum number of main shuffles you can have on a mystery seed is 6 this year. It's gone up.
6 minimum. Well,
6
that...
minimum.
Ooh, we have a sniffer on the Big Bomb Bag purchase.
An expensive sniffer, too. Pojo's going to turn it down. Doesn't really have a choice, doesn't have the rupees, but...
maybe Lens Cave will give us a nice cheeky purple rupee. Oh, was it 225? It could have been. That could be a bigger problem.
Yeah, Toilet Hands got a notebook entry too, so Letter to Mama going in the toilet. Meanwhile, Pojo finds a hook shot in Lens Cave. Very valuable find there for Pojo. That's going to open the door to most of Ocean Spider House.
Oh yeah, Ocean.
The Northern Wintertime is quirky because it doesn't benefit from a lot of mystery categories, but it still tends to deliver, and it certainly did so today.
Mm-hmm.
Wow. Here we see the new Snowballs partial shuffle, which is Snowballs and Snowhead. So any Snowball in a Region Head and Snowhead Temple. I'm not sure if Section did Staff Room. Did Toilet Hand for sure.
I think did Staff Room after or just before Toilet Hand. There wasn't anything in Staff Room anyway, I don't think. Oh.
Good pickup for Section. Deku on Bombers.
How many times do we have to tell you people don't skip your Sphere Zero Bombers?
The kids have no numbers right, but they're required anyway.
That's probably your Wath.
North Clocktown officially double Wath. Gorn Lullaby and Deku Mask. Get a conversation with Camaro for that entry.
Yeah, I mistake when I say Sphere Zero. It's more Sphere 1. You need at least something to pop the balloon.
We got bow. We had a couple quick bow options.
Yeah. Either way, it was available super early.
Very astute observation from chat. The stock bought in is probably not going to be getting a place of prominence in any tournament trip review guides.
Ooh, we've got Dongaro Mask in the Snowballs.
Yes, and the Overworld Frogs are always on this year.
Oh, nice. So that's going to be the Swamp and Laundry Pool Frogs.
Yeah, just like Blitz. And just like the Speed Gaming Summer Series. Year of the Frog.
Oh, right. Swamp is foolish. Never mind. We don't have to worry about that frog.
Yes. It's not often you see a Foolish Ranch and a Foolish Swamp. Those two regions are mainstays of many early games, but not today.
Ooh, we're going to see a Blast Mask boost here from Section, trying to get to Great Bay without Epona. And it looks like Snowhead led to Snowhead, so...
Yeah, Pojo remembering that trick. This is it.
Yeah, magic would be really nice, and it is Way of the Hero.
I have a feeling it's going to be Epona.
I wouldn't be too surprised. We got Lullaby super early. Lullaby was Sphere 0. Actually, Sphere 0. Are the fairies shuffled now, I wonder?
I don't think I saw any bubbles. And the Clocktown Stray Fairy was vanilla, so we're not going to get extra Stray Fairies.
Okay.
Yeah, 5 checks, a very popular stop, but just hearts today. Yeah. Here we see Section displaying the tech to get over the fence as FD, or trying to. Usually it's done with a bomb. We've just got a blast mask.
Yeah, and it looks like they've decided to give up on that and just simply reset out. Or Song of Time. So yeah, Section, our first to reset cycle, half an hour in.
Yeah, Pojo's still on day 3. Yeah, I do like Pojo's play here. It's a Waft region. It's a dungeon. It's in logic. What's not to like?
So there is still logic, despite everything that is shuffled. Cafe Mass, but that could mean Letter to Mama is usable now for Manamoroma 2.
That's true.
Also, Wath location.
Yeah, there was a midnight meeting hint in Ranch as well, so Pojo did not go to Ranch. Yeah, Section paying a visit to Swamp Archery. We know that Garrow's Mask is somewhere in Road to Southern Swamp. This might be the place. Also notice that key lock door, we do have small keys on, and they'll be in any temple.
Oh no.
Oh no, not quite as painful as Bosky's in any temple, but Snowhead Temple, awkward place to navigate without a small key.
That's a song. And we don't have a way to melt that, do we?
There is a workaround.
Oh.
And Pojo
Well, there's that, I
remembers it.
guess. Is that Epona's or is that Storm's? So that way we could get the item on Stumpy.
I mean, we've got a hook shot. We likely have access to... it's Epona's.
Yeah, that's fair.
Classic Epona Waft. There's a lot of other density here, though, for Pojo to enjoy.
Like that Stone Tower Temple small key.
That would be a good thing to grab. And there's Garrow in a grotto for Section.
Yep, alrighty. I think
Section, yeah, makes his way to the cave. That's going to be... well, actually, no. We still need Epona. Or he still needs Epona.
Yeah, well, that's Pojo's cue to bug out, because I think we've seen all we can for now. Certainly all that I think we want to see with our current equipment without magic.
Yeah, I might have been able to get a bit more...
Okay, that's a jar. That is not actual ledge grab, please.
FD trying for the ladder, and...
Okay, so yeah, that's a magic jar. That's not real magic.
Yeah, there's more snowballs in SHT, but the 5 in the Icicle Room are the only ones that MMR shuffles.
So Section's going to take the stick that they just got in entrance to Swamp and go check the Swamp Spider House to see if that's shuffled.
Yeah, we have not seen a Skulltula there yet, but there's a couple rupees on the pots that are in play.
All right, not looking good for Swamp Skulls. Are the rupees in the Spider Houses considered dungeon or overworld?
Overworld.
I would. Oh, okay. Yep. I was leaning towards dungeon, but I'm glad you said that.
Yeah, Pot Sanity is the only category that does dungeon.
That is probably just hookshot.
Just a hook shot, but it's a good nudge for Section.
All right, well, we're going to see Ocean Spider House now from Pojo, and given what we know, there are a lot of checks here.
Good night in a Great Fairy Mask.
Yeah, I don't think that's going to do us any good. It could also be just Bean of the Hero as well, but I think Hookshot kind of spells it out a little more likely.
Yeah, also Mundanes are gone, thanks to the Seahorse staying put in Fisherman's Hut.
Noted. Unfortunately, Big Man cannot go through Small Crawlway.
Is that a bottle on that Skulltula there?
I think it's the red potion bottle, yeah.
First bottle for Pojo, he's just got to grab it.
Behind the hook shots, so yeah, I think that's the locks it in as hookshot Wath.
All right, and the pots there are not sparkling, so no pot sanity today.
So yeah, there's going to be 30 checks from the skulls amongst the other things that are in here. Nice Deku Soldier!
I think Section might have missed that song checks are junked.
No, that was just a jar. Can we get magic, please? All right, we know there's a Wath item in here somewhere.
You'd like to think it's not just the bottle.
I hope not. Ladder.
Good old-fashioned bookshelf ladder.
Mask of Truth, which is not going to do us any good, was found in Deku Palace as well.
Some nice FD stunt work to get over to the right side grotto. It's Baobaba.
We can at least peek this and maybe get lucky.
Trying to slash it with FD. Not sure he's got the reach. And there's magic for Pojo and Ocean Spider House items.
Yeah, it had to show up eventually here. It's kind of gatekeeping the whole rest of the game. Oh, and Section has just been KO'd.
Oh. Well, it's a quick way back to the start.
Oh, that might have been intentional then. Smart.
Those Baobabas can hit hard.
Those look like extra arrows. Excuse me, it's token sanity. It's blue token sanity. That's not supposed to be a skull token. Okay, fine.
I think a couple of them usually end up vanilla anyway. Oh.
Well, speaking of Ocean, there's a Zora mask. So yeah, Pojo's seat is pretty wide open right now, save for the missing Deku mask, which, by the way, the remains are still on their bosses, right?
Yes.
I figured as much.
Yeah, we don't shuffle remains too. That would be a bit too much.
So yeah, the only headache for Pojo right now is Bombers which unfortunately, because Lullaby led to good things in Snowhead Temple, that he Mace, consider that Wath dealt with already. We also got Gold Dust and Camaro Mask in the Style Child room. And Ice Arrows. Cool. Okay, the hint really should have just said Ocean Spider House has just about everything else. Because what have we found in here? Zormask, Magic, Sonata. Like, literally, this is, like, Seed solved. Like, in the sense of besides looking for songs.
We're down to Oath and Lights, and we do have the Oath hint on.
Like, if Pojo just busted out of here and checked bombers for Deku, that is, like, literally game.
Yeah, Pojo's going to be very busy now. Has so much access once he follows up on that Road to Southern Swamp Garrow hint.
Ooh, I think, unfortunately, he butchered the mask puzzle here and needs one more bow shot. But there's plenty of arrows in here.
Yeah, 20 more arrows in those pots to help out. Meanwhile, section going to be closing in on that hook shot.
Yeah, that was not a good puzzle.
OSH chests. Huh, bomb bag. Good find.
Like I said, Ocean Spider House items has literally everything else.
Section picking up a Picto just in case, but we know Mundanes are dead thanks to the stationary seahorse.
Now, can you have, like, 1 or 2 remains blitz enabled as well?
We had a couple really, really fast seeds with 2 remains blitz in last year's tourney.
I remember some of those.
Yeah, I was in one of them. And I was very much caught by surprise because I never had something that fast in testing.
Unintentional convenience. Story of my life, really. So yeah, at this point, yeah, we're just looking for light arrows and Oath to Order, and that's it. We're golden. At 41 minutes in, that's not bad at all.
Yeah, all wafts are expended, though. Oath hint is on.
Yeah, that is the only downside, is we're going on an unhinted light arrow casino.
And here's hook for section. Yeah, the third foolish hint might be a good hint to have right now. We'll see how our runners pursue it. Yeah, Pocho drinking away his red potion, gonna get a fish.
Oh yeah, there's more checks in Snowhead Temple, although I don't know, considering we just got Epona's, and that led to Ocean Spider House for all the rest of the stuff.
I think Snowhead Temple's worth a revisit. It's a dungeon clear and you get access to Springtime afterward.
True. Where was Deku? Bomber Kids.
Yeah, and then here's section going back to the fence jump.
I think Pojo just accidentally tried to big man, but instead dropped the fish.
Thankfully fish bounce around and can be picked back up. Now the fish's food, and the fish's thanks will be...
More food?
money. I think Hugo pays better today.
Yeah.
I'm not sure. The timing's pretty tight. Usually when I do this fence jump, I use a bomb from a bomb bag. It can work with a blast mask, but much trickier.
Whoops! Down you go, Pojo.
Pulls back off, but can get back up.
Yeah, the other section is committing to this bomb jump here.
Oh, doesn't get the FT transform.
I am having a real hard time getting commentating with that silly every time section enters a grotto.
And with Grotto ER, we're going to have extra ats. I can't do the voice nearly as well. All right, Pojo's going to pick up where he left off. Now has those fire arrows. Can now melt that ice. Get a chest there. I think there's an extra floor of upper Snowhead. Some more checks to pick up.
All right, so section's about to get that plethora of checks in Ocean Spider House.
Yeah, the FD logic for Snowhead was in last season, too. And section played last season.
That looks like it could just be a notebook entry. Oh no, it's a skull. Because I was about to say, small gildeds lose a lot of value in this particular setting.
Yes.
Because
tokens seeds where the tokens get put in woodens, but not today, I guess.
Why is Pojo lighting these? Probably no key.
Yeah, no key still for Snow at Temple, so has to get creative. Actually engaging with the pillar mechanic here.
Well, the center of Snowhead Temple is nothing compared to these runners. They're the pillars of the community. Couldn't help it.
They are some of our most dedicated and diligent runners here. And they're showing it in their performance right now.
Oh, that was a good freeze frame.
Yeah, section's out of logic, but is going to have to, or he's going to have a lot to be thankful for on this trip to Ocean Spider House. Meanwhile, Pojo's got to clean up the temple. I mean, lack of Deku for Pojo is going to narrow his options. Somewhat. Like, he's not going to worry about Deku Palace logic or, and if he finds lights first, then a lot of inverted STT is going to be logically closed off. We can do it anyway. We often do it anyway during a race, but Pojo will be able to cross that off as a possible Deku location. Deku was indeed bombers. Yeah, I mean, that's where the race stands right now. Section is behind, but Section's got that Deku. And Pojo took 2 visits to Snowhead Temple. Doesn't have the key. Has to be a little more circumspect when navigating it.
I was about to say, section, no, that's real magic. There we go.
Good jump slash from Pojo to get into the main room chest alcove. Pojo inverting. I wonder what for.
Let's see here. Not moon crash.
Yeah, in final hours. That's fair. Yeah, Pojo does have that Romani's mask. Could do Madame Roma and Bar. I don't think we've had any other paper turn up besides Letter to Mama. And Section went to the toilet, but Pojo didn't. Garrow is in Road to Southern Swamp Grotto. FD Logic is Climstone Tower is FD, and Path to Snowhead is FD.
Is there any FD logic involving Icona climbing?
The climb to Icona Canyon is not in Logic.
I thought so, because I do remember a seed where that was an issue.
Yeah, you could use FD, get onto the rock at the base of that cliff and Road to Icona, do a twisted backflip to get up. Could potentially save you Garo Mask. That's not going to be a problem today for our runners.
Oh, that boss door looks pretty vanilla to me. It also doesn't look locked either.
Yes, after feedback from last season, we are safe from boss keys this year.
Noted.
Yeah, I don't know if you remember the mystery wildcard race. It was something truly special. It was a boss key on the Frog and Great Bay Temple.
I may have called that race, but I'm not 100% sure. I do remember it, though.
Yes, it was a memorable seed. Yeah, I should clarify, boss key chests are still in play. So we'll still see folks peeking those as Pojo just did. And if they're gilded, they're going to be done.
Well,
we're safe from the keys themselves.
Nice thing about Big Man Anywhere is that bosses are easy.
Yes, bosses will be putting up less of a fight.
All right, let's see if Goat has any more nice things for us here. Nope.
Another Deku Nut. I forgot to peek the palm trees while folks were rolling around in there. Did we have anything on top of them?
All right, we got a hint here that reads, Path to Snowhead is foolish. Thanks, game. Thanks a bunch.
Oh, it saves Pojo checking the springtime snowballs.
Yeah, Path to Snowhead. Path to Snowhead foolish hint after we had to go through Path to Snowhead to get here. Sure. Thanks, game. Have it your way.
Yeah, we are not doing any fairy hunting in Mystery. At least not those kind of fairies. Pojo checking the gossips. I don't think we have regional gossip fairies on. We haven't seen any fairies in the pool yet.
Pojo also spawned one from a gossip stone and did nothing. It was a fairy, rather.
Alright, so that's confirmed dead. Bean Man in the Mountains Village Springtime has a great fairy sword for us.
Also, bottle contents aren't shuffled because fish gave fish and bugs gave bugs.
That's true. And we're going to get our first look at soils. Those look like the typical flattish rupees. I believe soils will be off.
Mm-hmm.
All right, Push's tracker is saying palm trees are on. A new addition in MMR 2.0 and a pretty entertaining one.
Yeah, because you can just bonk some palm trees and get items.
Yeah, and MMR displays the items on the palm trees too, like they're coconuts. It's neat to see.
Alright, so yeah, we're taking a peek through Twin Islands. So far, nothing of extreme note. Except a giant wallet.
Huh. Our runners will never turn that down.
What was that pickup, though? Because it looked like it was just like, was that a random rupee?
I think so. I don't think Pojo got anything else, but there was a purple. And a wallet. And I think that's it.
Alright, there was also a bunny hood.
Has anyone done Postman's game yet?
No. And we also just found another Gossip Stone grotto, which hopefully that's not where light arrows ran off to. Oh yeah, it's springtime. You don't need to melt any ice here. I was about to say, Pojo is going to have a hard time burning down the ice here with no fire, but there's no ice. Yeah, Section, you don't have the key.
Yeah, Section will have to get creative with routing, just as Pojo did. Yeah. Yeah, we won't need to sell anything to the Curiosity Shop today. The Snow Horse would be shuffled if Mundanes were on, and the Seahorse has stayed put.
Casually just 2 slashes all the Freezors in that room with Big Man.
Alright, Pojo's back, puts 500 in the bank, gonna be close to bank 3.
Yep, another silver will do it. Section gonna see the triple heart pieces here. Wait, 3 heart pieces and 2 blue rupees? That's a full house.
A full house on the Snowhead crates. Section passing them up. He's full on rupees and has double defense. Oh no, maybe Section wants them after all. Section just wants to do the FD jump here. Neat piece of tech, nicely done. Yeah, FD does little things, FD does big things. One of the big things FD does is a quicker trip through Great Bay Temple.
Aside from, just being big.
Yeah. Yeah. Though our runners might want to search it anyway. With lights still unaccounted for.
Yeah, Madame Roma 2 is not the answer. Sound check is also in play, courtesy of Deku, but neither runner is... Section hasn't gotten around to that yet.
Yeah, Section doesn't have Romani's mask, and Pojo doesn't have Deku.
Yeah.
Yeah, Pojo also remembering the notebook entry here for conversing with Camaro.
Heart piece.
Yeah, Deku on Bomber's hide and seek.
And unfortunately, Pojo's not going to get reminded of that North Clocktown hit because they were both in the Gossip Stone Grotto. And
it
that
was a
is
generous lead early on.
Yeah, we had a very loaded start. Like, we were basically 2 items from go mode at 40 minutes in. And even then, that's 2 with a really big question mark because the oath will be hinted. Well, actually, one of them is behind light arrows, so...
Yeah. Pojo gonna start with a double. Does not have the midnight meeting in hand, has not visited ranch. Pojo does know about the Garo Mask in Road to Southern Swamp, so I wouldn't be surprised to see a detour in that direction. We could also see a Zora Cape play. Pojo has palm trees on his tracker, and there's 5 of them there, plus an accessible dungeon by the turtle.
Yeah.
There's cafes for section.
Full clear Watts and don't skip low sphere bombers. How many... We say this all the time on this channel.
Yeah, bombers have a notebook meeting on them too, so they're a double value check.
Yeah, don't skip bombers, don't skip bank 1.
Pojo Clocktown cleanup, which is the right direction to be thinking.
Yeah, Pojo actually gets Deku now. It'll actually put him kind of ahead of the other section here by a little bit. Besides having to go get Garo Mask.
Yeah, Pojo pursued Snowhead Temple very early, and that turned out to be the right direction. I mean, Section got around with the Epona requirement with some determined FD work at the Western TF fence. But, nah, I think...
It's like it.
Awkward timing, because Pojo's going to miss out on the Beaver Race hint here. Yeah, well, the jar game is operating. There's a Zora here, right here, that'll tell you what's on Beaver Race if you talk to him as Zora, but not at nighttime.
The other Pat's a Snowhead Foolish hint. Where was that when we needed it 30 minutes ago? I think... Is that all? No, it's not all of our hints, I don't think. There's only 4 Watts with Song Sanity on, right?
Yes. Yep, only 4 WAPs and only with Song Sanity on. Otherwise, it's 3. And we've seen them all. We've seen all the WAPs, we've seen all the Foolishes. We've seen all this always since, and sometimes since. Yes, happy 1 hour. You're watching MMR on ZSR. A Mystery Settings Weekly between the other section and Pojo Lone Wolf. I'm Fifth Whammy here in the comm booth of Captain MD13. Thank you to Saber, our restreamer. We are happy to have you here, chat.
Yeah, this has been an interesting one so far. We had a very loaded start. And one way of the hero having like borderline everything we're missing, but right now we are in a essentially unhinted light arrow casino.
Yeah, it's been a generous start even for Mystery with early dungeon action. And now the questions on everybody's mind, where are the light arrows? And now the questions on everybody's mind, where are the light arrows? Where is Oath? And when is Pojo gonna go back for that Deku on Bombers? Yeah, Pocho has a midnight meeting set up, so that's going to be another reason to go back to Clocktown.
We do have late shops here, so there will be some item checks here in the Zora shop as well, which contains a heart piece and a blue rupee and a, for some reason, vanilla red potion.
Wonder what the price is on that potion. But with Pojo with Pojo only 100 away from Bank 3, price is going to be less of an issue. Well, the Southern Swamp Foolish is pretty powerful. It's not often you see that, and it's going to rule out one of the reasons to get a red potion.
Yeah, no Woods of Mystery, no grotto, no anything. That looked like a bottle in Lulu's room.
Yep, Pojo's got 2 bottles already, turns down the 3rd. Yeah, we've got Gyro's mask and not Gibdo mask, so we don't fear the well yet.
Start rushing Garo hints for see if they point to light arrows for you.
Yeah, chat, the sales, the stuff you get for selling things, those are checks of their own. Sometimes those are shuffled too, but not today. And they are considered separate from the prices that shops charge you for things.
Ooh, and we have a land title deed on Evan.
Well, it's a nice spare piece of paper to throw in the toilet, but its uses are foolish.
Right. Sorry, had to giggle because the boss death fanfare is fa.
I thought it was a really appropriate way for Goat to go.
Yes, it was.
I fully approve. And that's going to tie things up at 1 remains to 1 remains.
All right, and nothing good from the laundry pool frog. Section's going to get the totally useless Pat to Snowhead foolish hint.
Yeah, section's got cleanup to do in springtime, but is chipping away at Pojo's position. Not having to revisit Snowhead Temple, let him claw some time back. The path to Snowhead Foolish Hint.
Maybe there was another one in Pat to Snowhead I may have missed.
But yeah, to be clarified, Gossip Stones is junk this year because of Gossip, or because of Grotto. We are shuffling them potentially across all of Termina.
Okay.
Potentially an extremely unwieldy check to do. I forget who rolled this seed. I think Saber rolled it.
I was about to say, I think it's Saber, yeah.
Yeah, we have the mystery generator, crank out a preset. The preset gets loaded into the web generator, and that's how we get mystery seeds. And today, Saber's the culprit.
Oh, I'm sorry. I thought we got mystery seeds by swinging a sword at a special tree. Sorry, that only applies in Horn Village.
In Termina, I don't think they had the concept of seeds growing on trees yet. I mean, we can have that happen with magic beans on a palm tree. But I don't think Nintendo thought of it. Only with the assistance of Capcoms could such a concept be made possible in the early 2000s.
Mm-hmm.
So Pojo is back in North Clocktown. Time for the old lady.
Yeah, we haven't seen this the entire game. I don't think.
Yeah, I think she has a meeting check, but you couldn't get it by talking to her at the bomb shop.
Which I think we saw. Did anybody see what happened? All I saw was a black screen.
70 rupees total for the old lady.
No, Pojo, no way, go
Pojo
back.
leaves.
Oh, folks, disaster has struck.
Yeah, I think Pojo hasn't cashed in on that set up midnight meeting yet, has he?
Nice rupees.
Yeah, was thinking of Bank 3. And it's a token. Simultaneous Bank 3. Yeah, maybe Pojo got the hint elsewhere. I can't read it on his tracker right now. It's a little blurry on my view.
Not quite sure what Pojo was trying. We are going to see Great Bay Temple.
Yeah, when in doubt, do progression. Yeah,
Finally gonna
a little differently, but that's back in play here.
And it looks like it's just another skull token on Stumpy. All right, Great Bay Temple time.
If it's GPT, it's a logical full clear. Except for that key. It's not GBT. We have Dungeon Shuffle.
Well then.
Gonna be tough to do Munchkin ISTT logically without light arrows.
And we don't even have a mirror shield to improvise.
That's... Yeah, Pojo doesn't even have Deku either, so this is doubly out of logic. I mean, you could take out Twin Roll to get a remains.
You can get to the boss room? I guess we've... So can you get there with just one key?
Yep.
I guess so, yeah, because yeah, it looks like that's exactly what he wants to do.
Yeah, with some creative bow or hookshot or bomb or hookshot play, 0 key entry is possible.
Oh, nice. What's the... Oh, well, this obviously can't be light arrows.
Can't be Deku either. It's
Song of Healing.
healing.
Fascinating, but it's not what we're looking... It's nice, but it's not what we're looking for.
Decent thing to have on hand, but... I mean, then again, it can't lock Deku, it can't lock lights.
All right, so we just found Powder Keg, the last bow, the Snowhead, one of the Snowhead Temple small keys, Cremia's notebook entry, and voided out in the process.
Oh.
Don't understand how that worked, but okay.
Yeah. We know that Keg's not locking Deku or lights. None of this is locking Deku or lights.
Also Dungeon Blues.
Dungeon Blues. I mean, good info to have. Yeah, maybe that's the advantage here, knowledge. Pojo now knows that the blue rupees in uninverted Stone Tower temple are going to be shuffled. Of course, you need Deku or lights to logically get those, too. He can't even practically get them because he doesn't have mirror yet.
Yeah, luckily Twin Mold won't be too bad with Big Man and Magic.
Yeah, I mean, it is progression. It's not a major time loss for Pojo, and he gains some information in exchange as long as he uses it wisely.
Yeah, our runner's just absolutely cruising through these jumps courtesy of Big Man.
Yeah. Meanwhile, Section's got the Southern Temple on the mind. And this is in logic for Section. Section's got that Deku.
That was clean.
Has a bomb bag, uses the blast mask anyway. And with execution like that, do you blame him?
Nope.
One of the best in the business, and he's showing it off now. So a dungeon-heavy adventure for Mystery for a change.
All right, and it's vanilla. Yeah, which means that Stone Tower Temple is Great Bay Temple.
Yeah.
ISTT specifically.
Yeah, and that's going to be light arrow locked, so not going to be a location of interest. Yeah, we still need lights. Lights the biggest piece of the puzzle left. And I mean, it's going to depend on whether Deku locks them or not. Both runners are hunting. Both runners are kind of caught up. It's just a matter of where do you search now.
Nope.
Yeah, both runners prioritizing progression in their own way. There's something with the casino.
I'd be very sus of Pirate's Fortress right now. We've got crates and barrels. We've got overworld rupees, blues and reds. Okay, suddenly void out. We've got excessive voiding out in terms of on the other section's end.
Yeah, now if Pojo finds lights first, all those items in ISTT become more interesting for him. Though with Soil's gone and Cow's gone, that peg in the Thin Bridge room going to be of little value.
Yeah, I don't think we need to worry too much about Keg Castle today. Oh, there they were. They were just chilling behind Hookshot in Great Bay Coast. That's been in play for over 30 minutes.
Wow. So it's just an oath hunt now in our perspective, but both runners are missing something.
To answer a question, chat, the only frogs that are on are the overworld ones. So that would be the one in Laundry Pool and Swamp, but Swamp is foolish anyway, so... Yeah, that puts us in no mode at this, well, relatively no mode. Who knows how many extra layers in the chain just for Oath at this stage. For all we know, it's in bottom of the well.
It could be. It could be. Once a runner finds what they're missing, they can rush dungeons, get that Oath hint, and our finale is going to depend on what region that is. It might be an obvious, easy region. There might be contingencies involved. Yeah, and this is something of a danger for Pojo. With light arrows on the rest of ISTT and Logic, Pojo could even go to Great Bay Temple. Nothing in GBT is Deku locked.
You know what we haven't found? A progressive sword.
That's true. We found a GFS on a bean grotto in Mountain Village, but no progressive swords yet. No razor, no gilded. We're very well equipped. We've got double defense. Yeah. Oath hint, you'll get it if you beat every temple and get all the remains.
If you don't have Oath already, of course.
Yep, if you don't have Oath already. And other settings can be different. Like if you have 3 remains for Majora, you'll get it on 3 remains, that sort of thing. But in Mystery, it'll always be 4.
All right, anything good here in the sewers?
Yeah, one quirk of the new Minor Atom Sparkle, it doesn't apply to the barrels here. But hopefully it's not too hard to remember that the PFS age room is full of barrels.
So far, all we've seen is another bomb bag. Oh.
There's Oath, sitting there in PFS.
So
That's
yeah,
a fast Mr. Seed.
Yeah, no, not bad at all. Chat no mode at the 1 hour 20-minute mark. That's really good. You know, these mystery seeds can also nice, totally not randomized in Dungeon Key.
Wait, that was a key?
That section just picked up. It was the Woodfall. It was the Woodfall small key.
So that's it. All the pieces of the puzzle. Lights and Oath.
Oh, well, there's a sword.
Oh, and there's a sword too. We were just talking about it. Yeah. Trip the Pirate's Fortress will award you Lights and Oath. Bombers awards you Deku.
So yeah, your remaining 2 items, literally everything is in Great Bay. As if there wasn't already enough in the Ocean Spider House, Light Arrows and Oath were just here too.
Yeah, I mean, the funny thing about Bombers is that notebook entries are on, so 2 checks for Bombers. There's a little more density behind it.
There's another bottle.
Yeah, the lack of Deku does still keep Pojo from the ISTT clear. Come to think of it. It doesn't keep him from GBT, and there's plenty of crates and barrels in GBT.
Indeed. And as if we needed any more bait, there might be some guarded by bees?
Yeah, I would not be surprised to see an East play for Pojo here. Because you've got uninverted Stone Tower Temple too, and with lights, you could go to Thin Bridge Room, and that's another 8 checks.
No, put it back! It was room key.
Room key. The pirates want to stay at the Stockpot Inn? I mean, if you're a Pojo fan, you're hoping for Clocktown-related items to turn up in his inventory.
True. But yeah, the clock is definitely ticking for Pojo to get back on the path to go mode here.
Yeah, no, section committed to the full clear of Woodfall Temple. So that is going to cost time. But then I'll have a second remains. Yeah. I mean, at Speed Gaming Live from Majora's Mask, they used cards for room keys. We did not get special Termina-accurate room keys. They're not part of the Hilton group package, I'm afraid.
Bummer.
Yeah, I'm sure the Super Metroid player has got little blue gates in front of their rooms and had to shoot them with a blaster.
Anyway, that was something.
That was something. The section didn't even use the sword beams, just poked a Dalwa to death. The disrespect.
Another bottle.
So 2 remains for section, 2 remains for Pojo. Deku for section, lights for Pojo. To see when they cross paths. I mean, I guess the tracker is accurate. Mystery starts with all the colored dungeon fairies in your inventory.
All right,
They
we've
don't do
got more.
anything, but they're there.
We've got more Clocktown checks coming from Pojo, and of course, Section's not going to miss picking up Deku Princess.
Yeah, Pojo thinking of that key. I mean, this is on the way out east. Is going to be the tricky thing. Yeah, Pojo opts for east.
Oof. Yeah, that's... it's got to be, like, completely out of his mind at this point.
I get the play. There's full Great Bay Temple, you know, uninverted Stone Tower Temple, and you've got Dungeon Rupees on. Those are highly dense spots. Great places to place your bet. And truthfully, most of the mystery seeds I've tested, and I think all of the mystery seeds I've tested have been more devious than this.
Yeah, no, this one was fairly straightforward today. It was literally just clear your Watts and then stick around, and then you'll get more things.
As a lens, you can get a meeting check here, even if you don't have the potion. You know, wonder if Pojo's mad at himself for forgetting to pick up a potion from the shop on the way here. Had the opportunity.
Oh, I just realized Bomber's hide and seek could be a sometimes hint. This could be a bailout.
I'm trying to think. Is Bombers on the backup hint list? I'm not sure it's there. And
I know
yeah. Let me check it.
I know the hint exists at least. I didn't know if it was in the pool or not.
It is fairly common for other settings to hint it. Does Mystery do it? You know, even I don't have the whole backup hint list memorized.
Sound check is dead.
Nah, Mystery does not do it.
Noted.
Yeah, and the reasoning is because notebook entries gives you extra checks there. You can get a second check by meeting them. And the meeting check you have to get by doing the check. So I think that was my reasoning for not including it in the backup hint list. That's kind of a moot point. Pojo's not getting his Garo hints yet. Which with, you know, uninverted Stone Tower Temple and Great Bay Temple up ahead, I can respect that decision. Yeah, they're special. They only get their meeting entry if you do them. That's the weird thing about Bombers. Yeah, Cafe is pretty similar. You can't officially meet him unless you use the letter to Cafe. Like, there's ways to run into him, and if you meet him in Iconic Canyon on the 3rd day, you might even be able to talk to him, but he won't talk back, and you won't get the meeting entry.
Ah.
So, yeah, Pojo's going to scale Stone Tower. I mean, doing Great Bay Temple is progression. Full clearing it, maybe not progression. So at the end of this, Pojo will have 3 remains. Likely goes for Thin Bridge Room in USDT 2. And then Pojo, yeah, won't have too much else left after that. But the 1 and 2 offs like Bombers.
I also seem to recall that Pojo has in the past has often routed in like ways that I don't know if it's Pojo or Section that I'm thinking of, but they've often routed in ways that's basically they decided if the check is dead, they've just lost, or if the check is required rather, they've just lost at this point. Because
It
I know we've had that discussion in the past, so I'm wondering if that's happening here.
Yeah, it happens. I mean, it's not even a Pojo specific thing, really. This seed gave you a lot early, gave you a lot of reasons to leave, and it's easy to dash off without, investing those 2 minutes in bombers for a Deku Mask, especially after the early game is done, and you can't combine your semicircle around Clock Town with other Sphere Zero checks. It gets harder to justify bombers.
Yeah, not to mention the Lullaby was a reasonable wath given the circumstances.
Yeah. The Blitz tourney. Pojo seeded second debut match. Forgot. I think there was a. Was it no his one of his Blitz tourney matches? There was a Goron mask on the Deku playground, and just got pulled away. Never got back to it until it was too late. We push our progression, and sometimes those early checks get us. So, Section making an owl save here. This is not a traditional place to save scum. Oh, Song of Time.
Are they literally owl saving to Song of Time, find out where the remaining checks are, and then go back to that owl save just to keep the Deku Princess?
The funny thing is, with the Light Arrow's position and Oath's position, it kind of works out. Section might consider it viable to reset.
Welcome to shenanigans you see in the MMR weekly race.
Of course, if he rushes right into the Turtle Dungeon and finds out it's Inverted Stone Tower Temple without getting the Light Arrows first, that might sting a bit, but that's just a matter of sequencing. Okay, so Section's first stop is Goron Village. We've been here already. In fact, this is how we got the hookshot. Did we find Swamp Title Date or something and it slipped by us?
I don't think so. Oh, maybe I just blanked on a snowball?
Okay, he's unscummed. And he's gonna enter the temple.
Nice letter to Cafe in Great Bay Temple.
Yeah, we know that's not going to be anything, and Poacher should know too, because those blue rupees on Cafe were peekable at the very beginning.
Yeah, and also, it's too late.
Yeah, not this cycle. Section gets the dungeon knowledge. Should know that most of this is going to be out of logic without Deku in hand.
Doesn't seem like it's bugging them that much.
Yeah, Curio Shop, Guy 2, and Notebook Meeting Cafe are out of play because of the peaks that exist on Cafe.
Oh, well, that didn't work.
It's a classic trick, this one, but you can go wrong in a few ways. There we go. Gotta respect the Balatro representation here. Look at those crates and barrels sparkle in the background. We know they're not going to help Pojo.
Ooh, what's this? Royal Wallet.
And it refills too.
Yep, those rupees are still going up.
Yep, 20 frames per second, 20 rupees a second. Yeah, Royal Wallet is never logically required for anything. It's just there as a convenience to the runners.
Yeah, it makes wallet logic a little weird.
Yeah, it does make the wallet locked checks a little easier to come by, and maybe a little more likely to have stuff because of the 3 wallets available in the seed. Yeah, as a general rule of thumb in MMR, yeah, the fewer requirements a check has, the more likely it is to have something that you need.
Oof, Pojo missed the vase.
Oh. Was it the red rupees by the hand that he missed? Because, yeah, there's a stray fairy in the vase, but no extra stray fairies in dungeons today, so you're safe to skip the vase. Well, a little late for that game.
Also, All Night Mask in the boss key chest.
It's a Clocktown item.
Yeah.
It's not
Down goes another boss.
Oh, Great Bay Temple key. Not sure we wanted to see that because now word is on the table for Pojo.
Oh, yeah. Oh, I thought it was a Snowhead key. Oh, well.
It was tough to tell it was in the water. We barely got a look at it. Yeah, the crates in the Frog Room are dead in MMR.
All right. Well, Section has now recovered their 3rd remains. So all they have to do is check Clifford and PF sewers, and that's it.
Yeah, Section is blocked off from the 4th temple entrance without lights, so I mean, could still be motivated to go east and search up an uninverted Stone Tower temple. There's a lot of density there with those blue rupees. There is a crate in the corner of that room, but it's not the crate we're after, it's the pots that's sitting on the crate in the corner in the room. That can be on, it can be shuffled. It's not shuffled today, but it's something mystery players have got to look out for.
I almost spit out my drink because I was immediately reminded of the first time I heard that song.
It's a good song.
Well done, Skygoro.
What does Wart have for us? A token?
Okay, well, we're not buying that 370 rupee red potion. Minor error there. Let's file that one. But let's file that one under mild oops.
Oh. Well, once you have bank 3, yeah, $300 red potion. Sure, why not?
It's still gotta wait for the rupees to come up. Oh yeah,
And
bottles are full.
Drink some milk. Rupee potion.
All right,
Yeah,
that
so
was pretty funny.
Section must have East on the brain too.
Oof.
Plus the lava room rupees to boot. That's the density winner.
Why is Swamp Foolish looks at red potion price? That would explain a lot. Yeah, because one of those wallets was in... Two of those wallets were in dungeons.
Right. And the third was in springtime.
You're right. One was in a dungeon.
Yeah, and we know Shiro doesn't have anything critical, so that helps the case for MMR to mark. Well, Pojo's almost done with GPT.
Yeah, nice and quick, courtesy of Big Man. Yeah, FD has really just been speeding up the seed entirely.
Yeah, FD plus the, lots of songs early, lots of key items early. Bow, not hard to come by. Blast Mask early. And, you just follow your logical wafts to get through the early game. And, you have Deku and Lights to root out for our, mid and late game here. Section gonna line up an FD jump here. The FD jump actually doable without the bombs, but easier with them. Right, third remain for Pojo. And he'll be glad to have a Great Big Temple clear in his pocket.
Octoroks being Octoroks in the meantime.
Good clean FD jump from Section. Very testy Octoroks today.
No kidding. Yeah, so it's not... So the race ain't decided just yet. Section needs to go to Coast for light arrows and then sewers for Oath, but Pojo still has to go get Deku on Bomber Kids. Oh, Pojo is... Oh, wait, no, there weren't any other valuable hints beyond this point here.
Yeah, but Pojo's now incentivized to ferret them out. Rupee's there. And Section giving us a cycle.
Not soaring to Clocktown. Is Section filling up the wallet for the to buy another red potion, I guess?
What's a fish? I'm not sure what else to spend the potion on since Swamp's foolish. taking a fish east.
Maybe this is a well play.
Let's have to use that fish without a Gibdo mask.
Yeah. Actually, yeah. That really doesn't help you. I guess you're going to reverse it.
No, yeah, Iconic Castle Pillar in logic.
Didn't look like anything useful to me.
Right, Pojo entering uninverted Stone Tower Temple. Yeah, it doesn't have a Deku, but all this is in logic for him. Except maybe that ledge in Firing Room. Yeah, we did get a Gorman hint there. We learned that Gorman is dead. So no sound check.
Oh, Pohai, huh? Alright.
Ooh, we're well armed.
Postman's hat in the uninverted stone tower. That's another Clock Town check.
Good news for Pojo, though he doesn't know it yet. Now, chest fairies are on. Except a couple that require flipping Stone Tower Temple. Those aren't on by default, and they're not on today. Stone Tower Temple is a mecca of chest fairies. Every single stray fairy there is in a chest.
Mm-hmm.
Tohut in less than a minute. Well done, section. But that's not going to be it.
Might be time to drink that chateau for the infinite magic here.
Great thing to have on hand in these late game areas. Yeah, Section going to pursue. I mean, climbing up the tower is progression for Section. The visit to USTT won't be, but Pojo's doing that too. Yeah.
Oh, well,
Ooh.
speaking of Gibdo Mask,
There's Gibdo.
that is not what Pojo needs to see right now.
Yeah, there's a couple mystery categories that can encourage a visit to the well, but they're not on. You know, mystery is encouraging a visit to Bomber's Hide and Seek today, but maybe that will finally click after this dungeon visit's done.
Meanwhile, Skull Kid's just laughing at everybody, saying, they're all missing their important stuff.
Oh.
Either that or whoever's up there is playing Skull Kids and Hyrule Warriors. Because he makes that laugh a lot in one of his specifically in one of his combos.
Yeah, I played a few of the Hyrule Warriors games. I don't remember if I had Skull Kid, though. He might have been in a DLC.
It would have been, yeah, Skull Kid was added later, after in the original.
Yeah, I had a Wii U of all things.
Yeah, so did I. Right now, I've got the Switch DLC baked in.
Oh, right, the deluxe one.
Yeah, the definitive edition.
Yeah, my Wii U is sitting to the left of me, up in a box on a shelf.
Nope, that's probably a skull token. No, it's another green key.
Snowhead key. Pojo sees an 8-check jackpot, which not a jackpot.
Well, it is another Stone Tower Temple small key.
Yeah, we've all got more than enough flexibility in key routing for
worst dragonfly ever.
I mean, is there a dragonfly in this game that isn't a pain in the butt?
Nope.
It'd be harder to count those.
All right, well, we did find a mountain title deed.
Yeah, both runners have their healing. Both runners should know it's dead. There's a bean there, and beans are alive for Pojo.
Yeah, would be an excuse to check ISTT afterwards. Or IST, rather.
So Pojo started with right side. We'll be able to recoil back to the central room. Good bit of tech there.
Another red potion, which I don't think we've spilt on the floor this time.
Yeah, this is a seed that's, really tested your dungeon clearability. 2 of the songs came early. 2 of the songs came at the start, and the other 2 came pretty early. And, we've been well equipped to visit dungeons almost from the beginning. And, we'll have seen them all full cleared from one winner or another by the time this is through.
At the rate this is going, we're going to full clear the whole game.
Yeah, it's a question of what checks are going to survive for our runners. I don't think anybody's going to bother with PFI. That much I know, but Pinnacle Rock probably escapes.
I'm actually really surprised after Hookshot that Pirate's Fortress wasn't rushed sooner, considering how right behind Hookshot Zora was.
Yeah, usually it competes well, but hit spots didn't come on, Pot Sanity didn't come on, and we have dungeon access with full dungeon rupees and crates and barrels. Of course, crates and barrels help sewers, but it also helps dungeons too. Yeah, PFI, Pirate's Fortress Interior.
Yeah, we have pirates.
Lots of, patrolling pirates, 4 eggs.
Yeah, we have the fortress split into 3 regions: exterior, interior, and the sewers. All right, well, both runners are going to dip out now. Not really anything else you can do.
Yeah, Pojo's finished with the uninverted side, going back to the inverted side.
Oof. He's going to clear ISTT.
Well, you don't have Deku, so that's going to shut down a full clear logically.
Yeah.
I must admit that didn't occur to me immediately, even in the comm booth. But this sun, very much in play. It could have been checked from the uninverted side.
All right, so Section is heading to Clifford. It looks like Section is either going to do one of 2 things: go into PF or rush dungeon.
Yeah, you don't want to forget the grotto here. That's where the lights lie. And Section should know Grotto ER is on.
No, section. Where are you going?
Oh no. The grotto slips past. Silver lining is that section could claim oath.
Yeah, he's gonna get it out of this toy box here and appropriate seed music indeed.
Yeah, Grotto ER is a new addition in MMR 2.0 and therefore a new addition to Mystery. And that one's usually a Cow Grotto, usually can't be skipped, but yeah, when Grotto ER is on, you almost always want to check it.
Oh, well, there's our last sword. It was on Mountain Title D turn in.
Mojo heading to Southern Swamp. Oh. Yeah, well, there was... Yeah. Interior Shuffle was considered. There was an initial release that had it, but early testing showed that it was very difficult to track and very difficult to verify that all of the logic was fully configured properly and that everything could be fully remedied in the time to get the season off and in the time to have restreamable races with volunteers and everything. So yeah, simple interiors not on the table for this version of Mystery, unfortunately. But I do recommend playing with it. It's really cool. Try it out sometimes in Mystery or otherwise.
Casually crouch into barrel, get token. Okay.
Oh. Well, I'm glad you enjoyed it. It is really cool. But there's some really odd things that can happen. Some issues folks brought up. I think one of the crazy ones is swimming to Pinnacle Rock as a human is in logic. And Pinnacle Rock could be shoveled in simple interiors.
Fascinating.
There's nothing quite like it. Is Pojo going back for...
Pojo is getting inverted stone tower chests.
Oh, okay. He must have scooped water or something.
Yes. Did so in Swamp.
Here's a bean.
All right, there's one small gilded ocean deed. Nope, pendant of memories.
We can get Andrew and Cafe in Mystery, but it is not on the table today.
Nope. Oh, and now we're detouring to Shrine.
Yeah, Shrine on the table. Gonna have 5 checks. A dense place, but a time-consuming one.
All right, get ready for a full clear of Shrine.
And while our runners continue to investigate, happy 2 hours, everybody. It's MMR on ZSR. We are in a heated mystery settings race. 3 remains to each of the other section in Pojo Lone Wolf. I'm Fifth Whammy, here with Captain MD13 in the booth. Thank you, Saber, for reaching, and thank you, chat, for watching.
Keaton Mask on the Dinophos.
And no thanks to the Dinophos for that. That won't be anything in mystery. It's a North Clock Town check, though. Maybe Pojo will be reminded of North Clock Town.
Unlikely. Yeah, unfortunately, folks, this is a close race, but it's also painful for all the wrong reasons.
Yeah, 3 dungeons done to each runner. Section missing the light arrows on a shuffled grotto on Great Bay Coast. Pojo missing the Deku Mask on Bomber's Hide and Seek. Both runners have secured the Oath to Warder in Pirate's Fortress Sewer.
Oh, section is soaring back to coast. But not going to Clifford.
Did he ever dump out that fish?
Guess not.
Fish gets dropped at the very rim of the tank. Though, yeah, the big redfish doesn't seem to have to work any harder for it.
All right, time to detour to Pinnacle Rock.
Another 2 checks. The Pinnacle Rock's the literal opposite of the answer. Yeah, a double wart for Pojo. All thanks to those light arrows.
They were both behind light arrows, weren't they? Yeah.
They were. Thank Dungeon AR for that.
Screenshots taken before disaster on section side. Almost got eaten.
And it is something of disaster. A section is soaring away from the location of the light arrows. And Pojo now has Gibdo. Yeah, section's gonna have to remember the check. And it's a new wrinkle in mystery this year.
All right, so we're going to see room key. And yeah, this is a blue potion pickup for over 200 rupees. Not that that matters with Royal Wallet. Man, inflation really is hitting Termina hard.
You know, with lights and fires, well is more tempting.
Whoops. Section ran out of time to check Postman game.
This will be Section's first old lady. So behold, everybody, the 126-minute old lady. Yeah, I think A&M purchase is still on the table for both runners.
Yeah. Even seeing Smithy 1 here. 151 rupees for that.
And it's not a potion.
It was was either a potion or a mirror shield.
Well, whatever it is, Session doesn't want it.
Yeah, mirror shield kind of just doesn't help at this point. This is a key to check question mark from Section.
Yeah, Section has not visited Graveyard yet, so
Oh.
yeah, there's some checks here to do.
Bubbles being bubbles.
Well, there's a grotto in here that maybe reminds Section of Grotto Shuffle.
I think both our runners are going to be losing it at this point because they are now both last locationing their stuff. They have no idea that that is the case for each other.
I think they're both going to be more and more amazed that they haven't lost yet. Because I know Poach has been running more mystery seeds, and this is on the quicker end. As long as both, as long as you catch both the Deku and the lights, but one of them slipped past each of our runners.
Oh no!
Oh,
Valiant effort, Section, but unfortunately you were still jinxed.
but that's why we have GFS. Pojo has not done Poet. Maybe we see a Poet from him after this.
I think this is our last check-in well.
Yeah, this should clear out the well for Pojo.
Section's like, no, wait. That might be important.
Now Pinnacle Rock from Pojo. That'll take a couple minutes. Bomber's Hide and
Yep.
Seek remains available all the way to Moon Crash. So Pojo's not going to lock himself out of it by time. You just have to remember that you haven't done it. Because it's been a busy seed.
This Iron Knuckle is giving section a teeny bit of trouble there.
Yeah, FD not really built for combat with non-bosses, at least not intentionally. And the camera does tend to get a little odd with him sometimes. No, I mean, what Pojo has to do, do the check, take that Deku down south, do Woodfall Temple.
No, Pojo, wait. You are in the correct room.
Yeah. Starting with Postman's Hat. That's good. Now you need to... No. No, you don't need to do that. You don't need to do that. Remembering this rupee. I mean, you're in Northern Termina Field right at midnight, so... I mean, Pojo's got healing, knows he shouldn't need it for Camaro. Pojo keeps moving. Have we ever seen Observatory from either runner?
Nope. Because Pojo didn't do bombers.
No Observatory, no hideout. You know, both of our runners have thrown the traditional opener out the window. And now both our runners are going back and picking up the pieces.
It's the ocean title deed. More bait.
Yeah, fires were super early. We had FD start. I think New Wave and Elegy were start songs. Yeah.
Yeah, my thoughts exactly. Ah!
Yes, Pojo performing the Observatory closer. Not a staple of the MMR meta, that one.
Both runners doing that.
FD logic was actually quite important this seed. I believe Magicless Snowhead Temple was in logic, so the FD was logically required.
Yeah, because Magic was in... Drawing blank.
Magic was an Ocean Spider House item, so the seed's expectation was, you know, get your bow, get your FD, get your Blast Mask, jump on over. Well, get your Goron in the laundry pool, get your Lullaby in the North Clocktown tree. You know, which is the danger here. That Lullaby fulfills the North Clocktown Wath. Then jump on over to Snowhead Temple, get your Eponas. Take that to Ocean Spider House items alongside your hookshot from the Lens Cave.
Right, because you had to go...
Majora.
That was the logical conundrum I was thinking of. You have to go get Epona and Snowhead Temple first.
Yeah, Epona was the lock, logically.
Oh, lordy.
Pojo flipping past the Bomber Kid to get to our hideout.
Yeah, this is unfortunately only another skull token.
First time we've seen it. 2 hour, 14-minute hideout. I forget the bomb bags. There was a bomb bag in a dungeon somewhere, right?
Yeah.
Can't forget if it was Giant's Mask Chest. Can't remember if it was Giant's Mask Chest, if it was Wizrobe and Snowhead.
I think it might have been Giant's Mask Chest.
Alright. Section checking Grotto. We do have Deku Playground and the 3 days of rupees on Deku Playground. Both runners should be aware of that, but have not exhaustively checked it. Oh, yeah, Ocean Spider House chest. That was the bomb bag. You're not getting in there
Right.
with that blast mask.
Yeah. Oh, we found Larry
And Larry has the notebook Toto.
for literally less than 5 rupees less than their original prices on both options.
Yeah, very sparing discounts there.
147 and 196, or 147 and 96.
Section forgot the Grotto Fox.
Section for Gore the Grotto. And Pojo is still not doing bombers.
I think it's going to be easier to remember Bomber's Hide and Seek than the Grotto ER in Great Bay Coast. Because, forgetting bombers is a sin we've all committed. So, Grotto ER is a brand new type of mistake to make.
I mean, for this, if nothing else, this is a lesson section we'll never forget.
Well, I mean, that's part and parcel of mystery. Learn new stuff, make new mistakes.
We also finally just found P-Hat for the first time in Punch Rock. We're also finally turning in this letter to Mama we've had since the start of the bloody game.
I mean, this is an opportunity to do bombers. I mean, wait a minute, is Postman even gonna finish his rounds in time? It's almost 3 o'clock.
It's 2 hours to do it, right?
I mean,
All
Pogo
right.
can speed it up if he goes into the bar and talks to Madame Roma and the postman while they're having their conversation, so maybe possible.
All right, now we're finally seeing bombers from Pojo. Waiting for, of all the things, turning in the letter to Mama, which again, I will remind the audience, that was one of the first progression items we found this entire game. Because it was found it was found right next to the fire arrows.
That's right. Yeah, because we had an early toilet hand and an early Madame Roman bar. Well, maybe not quite early, but pretty early.
Pojo is going to have to, tool-assisted speed run through Woodfall Temple to get done in time before the moon crash.
Yeah, I mean, Pojo's going to see the postman making his run to the bar. Is Pojo going to stop to speed the postman up? But actually, Pojo can see the peak now that postman ran by. Should know he doesn't have to do it.
I don't actually think Pojo's inverted.
No. Look, here's a A&M purchase for Pojo. No.
Extreme painful realization will now occur in 3, 2, 1. Extreme pain.
Wow. Finally, Deku Mask for Pojo at 220. Kids have one number right.
Oh. All right, he's in go mode. Let's put the bow on this train wreck now, shall we?
Wow. Yeah, Pojo going to... Was that an invert?
Yeah, that was an invert.
I forget if he's hit the owl. We're going to find out. No owl yet.
Nope.
This should be doable. Yeah, Pojo's going to have time.
Yeah, because this is effectively like right now inverted. This is basically start of final hours. So,
what a crowded mask screen we have. Pojo nearly had mask percent.
Yeah, pretty much the only major progression item we haven't picked up at this point is Mirror Shield. And we don't even know where that ran off to. For all we know, it's on Beaver Race.
Yeah, section going back to Woodfall Temple.
Section literally just speedrunning Oldawa for the purpose of picking up the Deku Princess.
I mean, it gives him time to think. And I think that's what section needs right now, time to think.
Well, not going to get a lot of it, because at this point, Pojo has now essentially snatched victory from the jaws of defeat a little bit here. I mean, it kind of works both ways, but...
Yeah, I mean, it was going to depend on who found their missing item first, and, you know, that grotto slipped through Section's fingers, and Pojo is on his way to victory.
Well, at the very least, you guys get bonus Fa!
Yeah, this time Section just used the Razor Sword. It had FD right there on a button. Just styling on Odolwa at this point.
Yeah, I think timing-wise, we're still okay here.
Yeah, Pojo's got around 2 minutes 15 seconds of actual time. And that's going to be plenty. Get on over. Throw some infinite magic sword beams into Odolwa. Soar back to Clock Town. Finish the job. Yeah, this could have been a really fast seed.
Yeah,
there
pretty
goes
much.
Odolwa.
Pretty much
Yeah.
the last item in the chain was Hookshot. Hint, which was pretty late. So Section's doing Butler.
Oh. Yeah.
Because we did see it, but it was like super late.
Yeah, the Butler race freestanding rupees are off this season in Mystery, even if the rest of the rupees are on. But maybe we don't have the fifth always hint out there. And Section's just gonna try it anyway. Oh, Section is using the older release of the Season 3 Tracker 2. That's not going to have thrown him off of Grotto ER. There's Town Archery.
Did we actually not see this before now?
I think this is the first Town Archery we've seen all seed.
I mean, I know Bo was a teeny bit late, but even still. And by teeny bit, I mean it was literally on Anju.
Yeah, I think there were 2 bows out there early. Of course, there was a bunch of other stuff out there early, too. And we also didn't see a play for Garo hints from either of these runners. Not
Nope.
that it would have helped them. So Maybe it was wise. Phase 1 down for Pojo. All right, Green Cola's in the race room too. I have not checked on how Cola's doing.
Lots of Twilight Princess interest in this final boss arrangement, I notice.
Indeed, Pojo has played TF. Or no, not TF, TP. Not an initialism we're used to using around here in the Majora's Mask booth, but good game.
Good rando, too.
And here's Wrath.
Yeah, just press B, press B.
Some folks do some showing off with jump slashes off on GG, Pojo. Deku did not evade you in the end. You have the win today.
And with that, Pojo will finish with an official race time GG time of 2:27:20. And following that, Section has decided they've had enough and will not be finishing and has DNF'd.
That's very, very fair. There's a lot of little things left for Section to check now. Good effort. Good effort. Yeah, it's a good showcase for Mystery. A good intro to the concept. Overall, a pretty kind seed. I think final category count officially ends up at 7. You got your shops, you got a lot of dungeon rupees.
Yeah, I've got Dungeon Reds and Blues, Overworld Reds and Blues, Sog Sanity, Full Price Randomization, Notebook People, Grottos, Ocean Skulls, Snowballs, Small Key Sanity, and Dungeon ER.
Yeah, indeed. Yeah, I guess the 7 main categories, and then, yeah, all the ER showed up. Grotto ER, Dungeon ER, and Small Keys.
So yeah, that was a lot. I think I need to redo my my notepad for this entry. I got to add a few more lines.
Oh, Pojo in session, chatting in the race room afterward, forgetting about Cola. Poor, they admit they forgot about Cola. Oh well.
Oh dear.
I mean, Cola slipped in at the at 5 minutes to start.
All right, I think I have my opening line here for at least when Pojo gets here.
Yeah, Cola is in Stone Tower Temple right now. Has the light arrows, so our Pojo and section didn't spoil anything for him.
Noted. I presume at this point, then they might be looking for Oath, which they're going to find out in a minute.
Yeah, they got
if they're okay. So then they're rushing dungeons for Oath hint.
Yeah, they look to be in a good spot. And look who we have in the booth.
All right, welcome Pojo and section.
An excellent lesson.
So yeah, section. So your we saw the chatter in the race room earlier. Your hiccup was Clifford Grotto. Pojo never did bombers.
North Clocktown, man.
Now, to be fair, the lullaby was a pretty stacked wath because it led to Snowhead Temple, which led to Epona Song amongst a few things, which was the key to get into Ocean Spider House, which had almost literally everything else. Except Light Arrows and Oath, which were just chilling right next door. So to be fair, Lullaby was a Wath level song today. But yeah, thoughts on the seed settings overall?
What was the real logic to getting to where was first magic? Was first magic the Ocean Spider's house magic?
It was.
Yes,
Yep.
it was.
Yeah, okay, so it was FD to hop over to go into Snow at Temple to get Eponas.
Yes.
Yeah, yes, it
Okay,
was.
got it. Yeah, made sense. Yeah, besides just getting everything in Ocean Spider's house and like kind of getting it out of logic early with Blast FD, the seed wasn't really jetty still, because once you're like that one item from no mode, like Oath in LA, you would just be pushing dungeons. You would push all 3 other dungeons, maybe even all 3 other dungeons, and then you'll be pushing PF, which then I should have got light arrows there, but that was still like not too long ago ish. That was like maybe like 30. I could have finished like maybe an hour ago if I had LA in a better location.
Yeah, I'm in a similar boat with Deku. I could have been done. I don't even want to know how long ago.
I don't think you should have missed out on Deku that long, man. Like that's like full clear your way to the heroes. What about LA, man?
I should have full cleared my North lockdown. I know.
I mean, Lights was, Lights was in a grotto. And
Yeah, Lights was in a grotto, but like you would push every other dungeon first before pushing to PF. Who was in potential one item go mode besides Oath? Deku and LA.
Yeah, I mean that's the trick with this one, is that you've got that Deku and you've got that LA, and those are the sticking points. Those kind of escape the early game chain, and you've got to go track them down. And there was a lot early, plus 2 dungeon songs. The seed was really pushing you towards your dungeons, pushing you to clear, and one of those just slipped past.
Yeah. Unhinted light arrows, by the way.
Yeah, so who was in one item no mode first? Was it Pojo to just needing Deku first, or me needing LA first? Not including Oath.
I think it was. Oh, geez.
I'm gonna assume Pojo got LA anytime soon. I would assume if Pojo did all the other dungeons he could have, then pushed PF.
No.
Yeah, because
I did Snowhead, obviously. Then I pushed what was it? I just ran right through ISTT over in GBT. Then right after that is when I went to PF.
So basically you just did exactly what I said. So you pushed Snowhead first, then you did Ocean Spider's house, then you did GBT, which then you just full cleared that dungeon. Not full cleared, you just ran through that dungeon because you need LA. Then you went towards PF, which is the only other density you have left because you don't have Deku. So that makes sense. Yeah.
I mean, I had the GBT up in ISTT, but yeah.
Yeah. For Dungeon ER Shuffle, they'd only shuffle 2 dungeons.
Yeah, it looked like a vanilla dungeon seed at first.
Yeah, well, this was certainly a good lesson for me on the new setups for Season 3, because I had a couple questions coming in, and they have been thoroughly answered. I think that honestly, we Go ahead.
The only other questions I really have is, since this is my first time playing the new mystery, I don't know what's really on. Is Butler Race Rupees just not on the Reds?
They're not on, yeah.
Yeah, they got
never
removed.
on? Never on. Perfect. Because that is just really awful with a Butler hint and just not being able to get those red hints as well.
Yeah, those rupees are really tough to handle. I mean,
And then
we kind of got away with leaving them on in Season 2 because everything was less likely, but yeah, everything's more common this year, so those out-of-the-way rupees are a lot more common, and you can't really hint them.
gossips, butterfly fairies, are those on with Grotto ER or no?
They're off.
Yeah, the
perfect.
rest of them can be on, but
Yeah.
the ones in the cow grottos won't be on, and the cows won't be on at all.
Yeah.
There's a bug in
back-
MMR right now. We're kind of working around it.
Back to Butler real quick. In Season 2, you wouldn't get a Butler hint right if the rupees were shuffled. Isn't that right?
Right. There was a special rule that would junk Butler and its hint if the green rupees were on. That's something you don't need to remember anymore because, yeah, Butler race items are just off all the time. Imagine if Simple Interiors were still on too, and you had to go find your Deku Princess, drop her off, and then go back to wherever Butler Race was and do it.
Shoutouts, by the way, to Goron Race hinting a foolish Bremen mask. Thanks, game. Thanks a bunch.
Really early.
Also, further shoutouts to the Pat to Snowhead hint showing up in springtime after you already had to jump across Pat to Snowhead. Thanks again, game.
Yep, thanks a bunch. You're swell.
I mean, it does save you going back through it and getting the spring snowballs. So
that is true. Yeah, that was something. Because I was about to soar as soon as I finished Twin Islands, but nope, never mind.
It was only Snowhead snowballs this time around, right?
Yes, correct.
Yeah. I got confused about that too, because I was just assuming it's either all or none from last year. And then I hit the Snowhead one. I was like, I need magic. That ain't magic. And I fell. I was like, I might as well check all of them. Might as well check the rest of Snowhead. And then I save scummed and went around to check GV if I missed it. If I was blind or something.
Yeah, the Snowhead snowballs was a way to kind of get snowballs in there more often and maybe help out Northern Wintertime a little more. Because if you've both played with full snowballs and it's cool, but it's really, really, really potent. And, seeds would kind of get old if we did that too often. So, Snowhead snowballs is a more sensible way to do snowballs. You can get some checks, but you're not just flooding Goron Village in like a third of the seeds or something.
And it wasn't even hinted waft for the snowballs. Well, not that there were any, but...
Yeah, Goron Village was a big deal anyway because it had hookshot.
Exactly.
Yep. I was so disappointed when I went to Ranch just to find my final waft hint. It's like, Goron Village. Thanks, game.
I don't think I saw that one in Ranch because I only checked it like after 8 p.m. Was it one of the other rooms?
Yeah, that was Lemon Shack, I think.
Yeah.
Yeah. It's really rare to get a Romani Ranch Foolish and a Southern Swamp Foolish, especially in Mystery.
Yeah, that was
those
pretty...
two are so common for Cycle 1, and the seed just throws those out the door for you.
Yeah. Wait until we see a Tournament of Field Foolish under these conditions.
I had one yesterday, actually.
Oh, well, funny story.
Ranch Foolish was nice, at least, because it told me that me, Andrew, and Granny was also dead as well, because that's an alternative location you can meet them.
That's true.
Oh,
so I didn't have to worry about that too much.
That explains a lot.
Yeah.
Also, meeting Granny, freaking Andrew's grandma, freaking vanilla, got me confused. I was like, what are these entry hints? Is it just meets or entries or all? And then I'm just reading it. It's M or all. So I'm like, I guess I just met and got it vanilla. Okay, then.
Yeah, I saw that too.
All right. Well, I'm excited for Mystery S3.
Yeah, bring it on.
Yeah, I hope everybody enjoys it. It was a good show today. Thank you, Section and Bojo, for coming together to show this off. And, thanks, Captain. And to Saber and Shellenor. Glad we could put this on.
Yeah, that was a lot of fun. I'm always glad to calm these. I love Mystery, especially because it is really a joy just figuring out the seed as it goes. And then as the chaos unfolds and we realize how bad the settings are.
I feel like overall this seed was rather tame, but I can certainly see them going chaotic as the tourney goes on.
It's tame until light arrows, because everyone will be doing every dungeon. You shouldn't have missed Deku still, but
I know you can tease me all you want. I deserve it, especially being North Clocktown after what happened to me back in Blitz. So
yeah. I actually brought that up on the restream.
2 Spear 0 bows.
Sorry, Pojo, I had to do it.
Oh, you're fine, dude. We've known each other for how long now?
I mean, it was 2-hour-30 with most of the items known. Captain and I worked hard to keep the move going.
Yeah. I'm sure when I rewatch the VOD, I'll start counting how many times I ran right past bombers to go do something else.
Several.
Yes, several. Oh, jeez.
All right, I think that's all then.
All right. I'll send this show off. Thanks everybody for watching us do some Majora's Mask mystery settings here at Zelda Speedruns. There is another weekly potentially tomorrow that might get restreamed, but I will send us off to another Zelda Speedruns channel, and I'll see everyone next time.
See you, everybody.